That news girl said. But
Hold on.
People love playing with me, but hate it when I play back. What goes around comes around.
Hey, Perry.
what's up?
Listen, I don't have a minute to spare because it's so much. I just want to get right into it. Hi, everybody. How are you today? And yeah, I heard that, Perry, but I had already put my hand
I mean, that's good.
on the
Hey,
button. Okay.
but, happy weekend, everybody. What's up?
Now, I've told you guys that before I have covered cults in the past, and I don't mind covering a cult because I'm not fearful and they're just ridiculous. So whether people want to say it or not, the melon meters are a cult. And if you say, well, we're not all married, then I'm not talking to you. If you didn't dox somebody, then I'm not talking to you. Okay. But this cult members stick together. They don't want to look at any other person's point of view, and whatever their leader says is right. You're a cult.
Yeah.
You need a name. It's ridiculous. These people are ignorant and they're brainwashed. They're brainwashed, and it's just crazy. And so someone says, "Well, why you never knew?" You never watched the show. Why are you in it? I just told you this is my specialty. I uncover cults. Okay. So if anybody asks me again, why are you doing this? Because I cover cults. Cults are dumb, but they lead to destruction. All right. So let's get to it. So I told you that the cult dox people and just do all this crazy stuff to regular people. If you say anything nice about Martell, anything, I like his jacket, there they are in your comment section. Now, I told you I'm going to be releasing information slowly as it comes because the people that I'm talking to have to be comfortable. And with the lawsuit, I don't want to mess up anything. But I'm going to give you a list of people that are in the lawsuit because they doxed a regular person. And the reason I don't show you the whole lawsuit is because it would affect this person's job. But if I have to go out of my way as a citizen to sue people on a damn TV show, and they want it to affect my job, they're crazy. It's a cult. It's a cult. It is a cult. So one of the people on the defendant in the trial in the lawsuit is defendant number one. Her first name's Vera. Now, listen, I'm not doxing you. This is a public record. I actually was being nice. I didn't give your address, phone numbers, emails, or last names. So I'm going by first names only. So defendant number one is Vera. Her name is Vera. I guess she runs a channel called Pretty Brown Eyes. Okay. I'm not revealing number two. They're not ready for their identity. Defendant number three is a girl named Joanne, and her channel's called Prosperity Thick Girl. Okay. Another person's name is Terrence. Their YouTube channel is called Giving You the Real Tea. Okay, that's the first page. Another one is named Donovan. Chef Don is included in the lawsuit. A woman named Melissa, whose channel's called Tea Talk with your girl. Tea Talk with your girl. Okay. Natavia. Now we know Natavia because Natavia used to come to my chat all the time and sit up there on my screen. You know, we both related that we both were from Detroit. She made that public. And now she just headed over to La La Land, and now she's in the cult. And I might say
my God.
she might be a leader of the cult. So Natavia, her name is Wente Talk. Okay. Then there's a girl named Felicia. Her channel's called Drop the Mic. Okay, so that's 8 defendants. Now listen, the reason I'm not giving this person's name, they have a very prominent job. And what goes on YouTube should not affect anybody's job. That's crazy. But what I think you need, so she's suing them for doxing her. Okay. All parties are innocent until proven guilty. But this is her experience. This is what she's saying is going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she needs to broaden the lawsuit. I think you should add harassment in there. And another of other things. You need to broaden the lawsuit because I feel, what's that girl's channel name? Dark Girl. She spells girl Gyre, dark skin or something like that. I'll get. You need to add her. You need to add Impressive Radio because these people got to stop. These people have to stop. They're brainwashed. You can't tell them anything different. If you say, well, hey, it's not cool to dox people, they'll give you a list of reasons of why it's okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sharrell, you said, you spoke about the cult, and this is my definition of a cult. And no offense to cult members, I'm not throwing the darts at you, but a cult member is a weak person that's looking for guidance. And that's how they get caught up into it. They're lost and confused, feeling spineless. You know what I'm saying? So they are latched on to some strong so-called leader.
Mm-hmm.
And as we get into this show today, life will teach you a lot of things. You don't have to watch a show, personalities. How you can watch a couple times how people move to give a description of that person. Mm-hmm. And it's sad because I feel like the cult members, leaders are getting used. I feel they're getting used. Just my opinion. Our show, I can just give my opinion. I feel like they're getting used and don't know it. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna hurt them the day you find out Cinderella ain't who you thought she was.
I know.
And we'll just keep exposing a little bit at a time because right now we'll get the backlash. Oh, she's great. Well, everybody's life has a story, a backstory. Mm-hmm. But y'all only want to talk about the current story and how you want to project it. Mm-hmm. It's many things because, to me, Nell, yes, I get it. Martell cheated. But the world know that. Mm-hmm. But the world don't know her dirt. Mm-hmm. What she's doing, what type of person she is. Mm-hmm. But go ahead, Sharrell.
Thank you, Catherine, for the super chat, the very generous super chat. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate that. I like your videos. God bless you both. Okay, so also we're going to talk about what they're going to talk about. So there's a rumor going around that Martell's and Melody's youngest daughter named Sugar Mama is not his child, and that Melody had cheated way before he had. And it's coming out more and more that she knew a lot about this show. She knew that he was cheating on her before. I think she wanted to be on television. And so she wanted his dirt aired out there and not her own. So anyway, according to the rumors, Sugar Mama's father is Dan Crane, her attorney. And we're hoping that they talk about it on the upcoming season. Because they need to cut Martell some slack. He's been taking the fall for a couple years. He did everything that you wanted him to do, Carlos, including fake date Sheree. Okay. And these cult members is making life worse and worse for him. Also, moderators, if anybody's cutting up on here, acting a fool, don't time out, block. We ain't got time for the nonsense. Block, block, block. Because I ain't even trying to get into it with them. They're brainwashing. Anything you say to a millimeter person that's brainwashed, they just regurgitate the same stuff I hear. You don't watch the show. Why are you getting in other people's business? Listen, that's my job, is to get into other people's business. So, girl, please.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, that would be a shame. Carlos, you need to let Martell tell his truth. And I'm being told that the paternity was taken. And everybody knows about it. That's not right, to just keep having Martell be accused of something she should be accused of too.
Right. No, I agree with that, Sharrell. Look, the one thing is, we all know from first episode it coming out, he's a cheater. We get that. We can't erase that. But if you're gonna do a reality show, let's talk about both sides. Both. Not just one. So yeah, you win that. He's a cheater. But let's talk about your little princess. So go ahead.
Well, that would be a hypocrite. If you had a whole nother baby with another man and then you don't even tell him till years later, and then you drag Ariane for filth when you kind of are the same way. And does that change how we feel about Ariane? That, girl, you've been doing the same thing. Show me proof, sugar mama, just like look just like Martell. I'm telling you what they're saying. And Martell alluded to it in the Tasha K show when he said that youngest one don't even look like me. He also, the clip that came out today where Marcel said he only has 3 children with her. And that's what I'm saying. I hope they bring this up and make it a storyline. There's no way this could be ignored this year. Too many people know about it. We got a name, Dan Crane. Too many people. And Martell, you need to just say it. I would just say it.
Well, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, though, the crazy part about it, if that's true, like, and no, Patrice, no, we don't have proof of that. No, it's no proof. That's just rumor. Just like most of the stuff is rumored. You know what I'm saying, about Martell. We just trying to give you both sides. And I hope people can handle that, deal with that, right? Both sides of the story. And I would say this, maybe Martell could be the type of person, because we really don't know him. We know him as the cheater, because that's how the show labeled him, and the psychos. But I'm thinking, what if he don't want to come out there and say that about the mother of his kids? You know what I'm saying? It could be things like that.
That's what they're saying, Naomi. They're saying that. And it's been going around for some time now, but I'm hoping that they cover it this season, because in this trailer, he did say that Martell only had 3 children with her. He left out Sugar Mama. Okay, so that's crazy. And people need to be open and listen to both sides of the story. And this is why I call people a cult. You don't even want to hear it. There's a rumor going out there. You're just going to block it out completely. And I feel like they need to be sued. I think more people need to be added to the lawsuit. And I really think you need to widen the lawsuit, because and this is why I'm doing this too. No fan of a show should be scared to say something because you're scared you're going to get doxxed.
Yeah, Sharrell, too. Isn't Dan married? I think he's married. And
rumors, Lord,
because I don't watch the show, people, but they had it that apparently when this affair went down, he was engaged. Just saying. So if that's the case, is Mel any different than Ariane?
No,
I just want to put that out there, because you can trash the people who you just want to close your eyes and just throw trash their way. But maybe people, I'm seriously saying this, maybe Mel ain't the person you really think she is, and you just caught up on that little hour show per week where they got cuts and stuff, instead of really focusing on her real life. Like, she seemed like the person to me that had kids early, little family, everything great. Martell could have creeped out, did whatever, hurt her. She felt like she wasted all her life waiting on this man and held herself back from, life, right? And you get some of these girls that can go through this and act like and think, well, no, she was fine when she was married, but when the marriage sort of broke, what kind of woman was Mel? Was she the one that hopped from door to door to bed? We don't know. Rumors have it, since you want to give all Martell rumors out there. I'm just saying rumors have it. I can't prove it. And I think she had to have a first aid case in her purse. She, with some pillow in it. Just saying. I don't know. But rumors, that's rumors, people. There we go.
Someone said, Martell has been saying this from the beginning. He really has. I have this clip. I don't even know if I should play it, but it's from a reunion. And he kept saying, Mel cheated too. Mel cheated too. And nobody wanted to listen. All they want to talk about is Ariane and what she did that was so bad. Listen, no one's approving what Martell did.
Nobody.
But people do deserve redemption, second chances. Life moves on. You're going to keep talking about this. This will be year 4. And y'all still hating Martell. And I wanted to apologize to Ariane, because if this is true, they've been dragging your ass through the mud, calling you coat close off, and she let the coat do it, and you know different. Well, girl, what is wrong with you, Melody? These are some salacious accusations. You need to, I feel like you guys both need to talk about it. Okay. So Martell says she's still the mother of my children. I don't want to do her like that. Well, now everybody knows. You should just start saying what you know, how you feel.
Right. I mean, because they call
no one's taking this for another season of these crazy cult members twisting things around and pushing people to make them fearful to talk.
Yeah. I mean, because they real quick to find out something he did wrong, but they don't realize in a relationship, it could be wrongs on both sides. It could be wrongs on both sides, but they too busy throwing rocks and stones at Martell, which nobody's covering for his fault. He have said he cheated, I think. It's the person that's in denial who won't come out, and they're over there praising her. Hail to the queen.
It's ridiculous. And don't come back later when the truth comes out saying, oh, I'm sorry, Sharrell, I apologize. Ned, I appreciate how you feel. You think this is all lies. Now you can exit the building. I'm only talking to people that have some common sense. All right. So go ahead and kick him out. It's real, y'all. It is real. Okay. And it's unbelievable. Lots going on. Carlos, you got to do this. You have got to release this, that if there was a paternity test taken and y'all all know about it, you got to do it. Now, I know Carlos likes you and he thinks you're the queen of the show, but this show ain't going to be around next year anyway. It's just not. The least you could do is release those results.
Yeah. I'm just going back to Mel, right? Because everybody want to just throw that they can tell you every bad thing Martell did. He got a mental problem. He needed to take a psych test. But nobody's really.
What about this theory? They say, oh, the judge wanted him to take a psych test because he put his hands on his shoe, but you don't release the results of the psych test. What judge in their right mind will give any man that puts his hands on his children custody? I mean, letting him visit unsupervised. What judge would do that? And if that's true, then the judge needs to be true.
Better than that, right? When couples get in the argument, they throw things, especially divorces and people cheating and stuff. They go out there and press charges that's not real. But let's say she was right by pressing the charges, saying he needs to take a psychological test and all that he shouldn't be around the kids because he's crazy. But however, people, I would drop everything, let them be around the kids if the kids can be on the show. Make that make sense.
Right. So, we're going to get into that a whole video. I guess there's a tape out there of Mel bribing, not even bribing. What's the word blackmailing Martell, saying that if you don't, so he didn't want the kids on the show. And she said, if you don't sign these papers, I'm going to call the cops on you or something like that. So I got to get into that because like I'm saying, I got a lot of information, a lot of people sending me stuff, telling me this and that. Some of them want to remain anonymous. Some want to wait till after the lawsuit. So it's a lot of stuff going on. Just a lot. So, and I wasn't going to be up here all day talking about it. Let me get to it because I can go on. And as I get permission to release this stuff, I am. And I'm not going to watch the show. That doesn't scare me either. Nope. Don't want to watch the show. Just know a cult when I see one. Melanie knew about his other baby mother for years. That's why her other cast members was asking her, did she get pregnant to keep Martell? Because that was when he was cheating. Like I said, I don't really watch it like that, but I keep hearing that she knew before the show came on, she would do things to really make him look bad. This is crazy. Who would do stuff like this? You got the group, then you go and form a cult and you're working with these women, and there's evidence out there that you're working with these women. And when other bloggers try to bring it out, you would shoot them down and tell people to stand up for you. No, this is too much. You're no different than any other cast member. You got to follow the rules. You're not supposed to be working with the blogs. Melody explained it on the show already. Martell begged her to come back after she left him and moved out. Martell knows Melody didn't cheat. Okay, let me go point. Let me go. I wasn't gonna do it. Hold on, I wasn't gonna do it because I was trying to get out of here as fast as I can. Hold on.
And see, look, I mean, that's my thing. Why you looking that up? A lot of people can underestimate a person. You could think that she's this battered victim, all this. Yes, all those things could have happened. He could have cheated. But you don't think she have a dark side? Could it be possible in your mind? Can she be possible that she's the freak of the night? Could it be that she uses a lot of people, that her ego is out of control? And right now, y'all on this pedestal and only basically sounding off what she tell you to say. Use your own wisdom and think about the people that she could have took advantage of and used. Huh? Go ahead.
Yeah. They always look at things from Melody's point of view. How would you feel if you made a mistake and you had to live with that with a group of cult members just trying to get you ran off the internet, saying the most salacious things, talking about every business of your life like they were there? Like they really put Martell through hell. And he knows.
Cheated on me like I cheated on her.
No,
Let's repeat that.
She cheated on me like I cheated on her.
No, you said.
So don't say he doesn't know. He knows. He's been screaming it to the top of his lungs. Y'all just don't want to listen. And that's sad. Because when you're brainwashed, you can't have any other point of view because you got to be right. Because if you have to tell yourself, well, hey, maybe it is true, then you feel foolish. Like I've been going hard for this woman, working with her to muddy up Martell's reputation and all of this. And she did the same exact thing as Ariane. And we call Ariane coleslaw and a bad person who does stuff like that. Your leader. All right. So also too, I recommend that I'll go over the names one more time. If you want to know if your favorite content, if this is true, ask your favorite content creator. Are you included in a lawsuit? Let me go through the names one more time for those people that just are entering the room. These people have been charged with just being ridiculous. Now, I heard that one of them really wasn't supposed to be on here. That's why I said also the person, and why I'm not releasing her name. She doesn't want her name released. That's why she came under an alias to begin with. The cult members decide to go into her background. Now, who does this for a reality TV show and then expose who she was? That's not cool. Here, defendant number 1 is Vera. Her channel's called Pretty Brown Eyes. Defendant number 2 says I could not release the name. Defendant number 3, Joanne, and it looks like her channel's called Prosperity Thick Girl 40. Defendant number 4 is Terrence giving you the real. All this is public information. Let's not forget that. Defendant number 5, Donovan. I think this might be the one that truly didn't do anything. So some people were that was going over and say, well, this person did not do anything. But Chef Don Don, Melissa, tea with your girl, Natavia, girl. I'm just disappointed in Natavia. Natavia is a trip, and the ringleader over there. And that it doesn't make sense because you know you're already in a lawsuit, right? I don't know if you told your members or not, but you go on to try to talk shit about me, and you're already being sued. Make it make sense. You're not listening to a damn thing. At the very least, you ain't got no common sense. I would like, I'm telling you, you keep messing with me. You F with me, I'm gonna F with you back. And that's facts. You want to keep doing it? Okay. Felicia for drop the mic, and that's it. And I think you need to widen your lawsuit and you need to include other names because this has got to stop. That we can't have opinions and somebody doing a background check on you because you don't like the same person on the show that they like. Something wrong with them. Melody seems like the type that does favors for people for future use of them. It sounds like it. I don't know.
That's what I think. I mean, that's how I look at it, as a person who suck you in to use you up. You know,
swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed?
That's what's going on to me. Because really, until you open your eyes, the only people you see is Mel and Martell, right? But you don't see all the other people that's been in her life that she probably don't took advantage of. But what's in the dark may come to light. And you
and listen, these rumors have been out there for a while, Carlos King. I'm just not scared to not talk about it. But people were really got fearful when they start attacking you just for having an opinion. So they're allowed to have an opinion and spread their delusions about how wonderful Mel is. And I can't say, well, I don't know about that. Docs. You don't know about it in your comment section. And you know it's illegal for people to come in your comment section slandering your name. They keep doing it. That's okay. More evidence for me. All right. And there's going to be a lot more evidence coming in. You know, I'm talking to people that are very fearful. They're very fearful. They don't want to get caught up in the mess.
Right.
And so that means that they won. If they can fear you into not talking, you are allowed to have an opinion. And everybody remember that. Don't let anybody bully you into thinking something different and then you too scared to speak up. That's why it's a cult. Someone said going too far. Nope. First of all, I call you a cult because YouTube needs to know what's going on. So, you know, they don't support cults. So I that's number 1. Number 2 is nobody can think different than y'all. It's sad. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going to come back a little later, probably real quickly. I don't think I'll see any of you guys. I have a whole different audience. I'm going to talk about P. Diddy, and I'm also going to talk about the mayor getting raided yesterday. Oh, okay. I hear a lot of people are in the chat. That thank you. You're welcome. It probably feels good for somebody else to just stand up and say how you feel, and that's I'm not scared of that at all. Bullies don't scare me, and especially bullies on the internet. You want to dig into people's backgrounds? You think you're the only one who can do that? Because one of the people, so I was looking at, this is really funny. I was going through the records, you know, going through people's background, and I was looking at people's homes on that list. Stop. And one of the girls, you know, those tiny homes that they have, she has a really small house, right? And my first thought was, wow. So I'm thinking that if you live in a certain class bracket and here comes this woman on television that is giving you some attention, and telling you how special you are. You don't understand how Hollywood works. That's number one. And number two, you're eating it up. You love it. You love it. And that's how people can get swept up into this stuff. Like, you are not supposed to worship anybody. Everybody has flaws, but they worship her. She came on a couple days ago and was like, no one's going to break up my mellow leaders. Now, listen, if you knew what was going on and you heard my damn video, right? If you were operating from a pure heart, you would say, hey, y'all, too many people are getting offended. I'm not working with y'all, and let people have an opinion. No, she amped it up by saying, we stand strong. We stand together. So Melody Holt is full of shit, in my opinion, and very manipulative. Very manipulative.
Very. But the code won't think so because, and it's weird how people can just jump into somebody's life and then just live through that person. Melody Holt.
People, they don't live the lifestyle that Melody lives. Well, one of them for sure.
But
and so it's like being into a whole nother world. You're fascinated. Right. Yeah, like that.
They live through that person. They can be still entertaining home, but Nell's out here with a new outfit on. Oh, look at our outfit. They would say to themselves, look at our outfits. Look how we look today. No, that's how Mel look. They're emulators, and I feel that Mel is an emulator too. Can you imagine? I don't think she could think of shit on her own. I think she copied from everybody. Just saying.
We'll talk about that next video. You are a mess, Perry. All right, you guys. I hope I'm doing you guys justice. The people that are scared to speak up, because we are about fairness, and I want you guys to be able to come out one day and speak your own truth without being feared that something's going to happen to you. Thank you. Yep. I will be covering this. I'll probably be going on the whole season. So thank you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Also in the comment section, if anybody's a melanator in there talking crazy, screenshot it and then block the moderators. Okay. A screenshot, because I'm screenshotting everything before I get rid of it. All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you in a couple hours.
All right. Well, shout out to all the worshipers, the code.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Bye, everybody.